I'm sorry I lost my shoes, Mommy. I had to give them to a fucking mayonnaise-smeared Frenchman. One last hug before the flood comes. The only guy still hitting the "Where's my hug?" during a fucking super spreader event. Trying to turn her legs into the super spreader event. You can thank my incredibly stealthy gag reflex for the invention of yogurt, if you're a fan. I know you are.
Hilarious. Like and subscribe.
There's my favorite groupie threesome. Where's my round of applause? With your cheeks, of course. I know an arse that malnourished can't clap, but surely they can rub together and make cricket sounds. I promise not to sneeze the dust bunny behind my eyelids at you if you just ask for my autograph once. I don't really have a little clicky pen on me because it's too distracting mid-surgery and you cannot have a clicky scalpel. I can probably tattoo you in cheese grater scarification if I just put every single one of my scalpels between my fingers though. And then I try to 15-finger fillet you while we're doing a little team shout. How's that sound? Please, 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 I'm cold.
A murder of crows, huh?
There weren't so many crows in town before, were there?
Nope. It was all sparrows before. And larks. And a fair share of starlings.
Scared, aren't you, brother?
Huh?
What will you do with the cutthroats?
What can I even do? Pretend I'm still their leader to their face, then disown them around polite society? Already on it. What else is there?
I think you need to pick a side.
It's too late for me, cub. I've only got one road ahead of me now. Perhaps the outbreak is for the best. Plagues are like fires. People forget old scores. And all hell will break loose here soon.
Any dark prophecies to share? You're the criminal mastermind here, after all.
No need to prophesize. People fear hunger. Even honest workers will turn their hatchets and hammers to crime. Burgling houses, looting corpses, gutting each other. They will. Oh, they will.
Not all of them, Grief. Not all. How bad do their symptoms have to be to immediately backslide to the kingdom of the cunt? What are you dealing with, man? Surely it's just a little bit of tongue dryness at the start. Yeah? You're pure of heart, so you will never become swamp of arse.
The turf's so dry you don't even need a match. A glare would start a fire. And when the kin bares its teeth, that's when we'll all dance. They're slow on the start, but oh, so fast on the draw. The master likes 'em mute and obedient, but apathy makes 'em that way, not stupidity. They're obedient till the time comes. And here it comes.
You're right.
In the people who lose their jobs, they won't be too fond of staying home. They'll find new hobbies like looking for food or venting their anger. And Fat Vlad shut his facilities down the day before yesterday, didn't he? Crafty. Didn't whisper so much as a single word to me. Do you think he knew?
I think he might have suspected. Perhaps that's why he locked the termitory, to protect the workers.
If it's the same sandpest we saw 5 years ago, we're all finished. There was no salvation from it. Every single person in the crude sprawl died. Your father was fast enough to lock the doors back then, so it died there. Only reason we're still alive. Now we can't even lock the gate. And there's no one to lock it either.
He made a hard choice. Perhaps if he had more time, he could have found a better solution. Or maybe he was tired of those pricks stepping on his yoga mat, and vomiting blood on his yoga mat, and keeling over and convulsing to death on his yoga mat. Very enthusiastic worm, especially when your limbs have already fallen off, so you don't have many other options in your dance move playlist. You kind of just default back to that like a scared roll spammer in Souls, huh?
You aren't cub anymore, Burach. Time to grow up.
Hey now, there's nothing boo about my rack. You can cheer for them if you want, because they're not gonna jump scare you. It's out of season now. The tortured souls of milkmen gone by are, dormant once again, behind the areola semi-skimmed holy water seal, after a kiss from a rosy-cheeked priest in pantyhose. La da 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 da. I think you should go. I've got a lot of work to do. I didn't expect you to come. You seem like the kind of guy I would never expect to come again. I don't think anyone's gonna let you. You got post-mature ejaculation, dude. Your sperm are elderly. They get a bus pass. But please stop doing it on the bus. We will have to throw you out. The stroking process actually takes a hell of a lot longer than it does to gestate the fetus. Your balls are so swollen, man. When are you due? Neither did I, but I don't regret it. I've regained my strength a bit. This place, it's good. I've already forgotten what the steppe's like. What's that train car over there? I don't remember it before. Damned if I know. I think someone lives there. Kid, maybe. I saw a bull there in the rails. Kids often gather around these parts. Not everyone's fond of that polyhedron. Not everyone fits there. You've got a keen eye, noticing a ball in this dark. Why, yes, I can't complain. I do have a good eye. Looking the wrong way, unfortunately. You could always join the Spud Club if you got an eye for fine taters. You might find, like-minded people there, someone you can relate to. At the very least, you can relate to the potatoes themselves. Look at you. Need I say more? Get mashed. With or without butter, you ogly fucking lunatic. Stop staring right into my soul. You're the guy who gives out training points for the Peeping Tom support class in MMOs. Top-tier scouts. Forget it. Enough idle chatter. Yes, I am angry with you. And you ought to understand why. It's not anger, pal. It's jealousy. Let go of it, will you? It's ridiculous. I wish we could linger with him a little bit longer. It is entirely unfair that I have to go from that growl all the way to a lovely girl.
A whole endless year.
Sorry, boys. I know I just made it sound almost exactly like there's a girl in here, but unfortunately, the drought continues. We've been talking while we were waiting for you. What did you talk about? Isn't it obvious? Any old grudges pale in comparison to this sort of catastrophe. Tragedies like this bring people together. Ought to, anyway. So it did to us. I disagree. The outbreak will sow discord. It will tear apart friends, families. It wasn't the plague that got us together. It was you. You don't have to. Oh god, it's very strange flirting with myself over this candlelit fucking Scotch egg and Dorito dinner that I assume my friends would taste like if we resort to cannibalism. I think it's weird if you have a recipe, right? It's best if you just go in raw. Don't bring a utensil. Slurping is complimentary in some cultures, right? So it's got to compliment the man I'm slurping on as a gift to the rumbly in my tumbly, not even the rumbly in his grumbly grizzly balls. No, it was all you. Your will. You've done really well, Cub. You swallowed your pride and the wrongs done to you. You weren't ashamed to vouch for grief. I don't think I could have done the same. One last hug before the flood comes. The only guy still hitting the "Where's my hug" during a fucking super spreader event. Trying to turn her legs into the super spreader event. Thankfully, the new norm is the same norm for you, Artemy, you fucking incel. You were not getting any anyway. Or maybe you were only getting it 6 feet apart. That's sort of like the, over-the-trousers handy for people who like to pretend they have the Force. In fact, I think Yoda's canon race is, he's just a regular human that was birthed via an over-the-trousers handy conception. It wasn't immaculate. The stains remain to this day. Greening, but slower than you'd think. You can always tell which side the Dettol wipe's blown in on, because, you only get moss on one side of the boulder, you know? We'll protect each other. And we'll try to survive. Yes? Great way of getting out of it. My protection language is, loud, scary-sounding German until everyone in the area leaves. But after that, I guess it's a hug from a Kevlar vest that is slightly too tight. We'll try. By the way, do you know why all the stations were shut down? Both the cargo and the passenger stations. Has it been long? I was trying to get the warmest hug in the world from the fat controller from Thomas the Tank Engine. But instead, I might just jump in front of a train if he doesn't love me. Oh shit, can't do that either. Can't have shit in this world. The passenger station was shut down a year ago. Cargo only recently, in the summer. There was some sort of renewal project. Remember how enthusiastic they were about building new railroads before the war? Were you also there? On the front?
Served as a medic for a while. Nothing interesting.
What do you know of this disease? They're calling it sand pest. You know why?
Why sand?
Because it makes your skin dry like sand. People believe it came from below the ground. All those fairy tales of an clobbering time. A clay-legged shabnak? You know.
Nonsense.
I would know if it's clobbering time. And frankly, if it just makes your skin dry, we could clobber the disease with our slobber. I was the first one to ever get clobbered by slobber. At my dad's behest. Knowing your enemy's pain is an important part of learning to defeat them. You've seen those toilet duck commercials. Those germs, dude. They had a family. But we had a duck, which is way cooler than family. When was the last time your family ever did anything good to your toilet? Fucking case closed. When was the last time a member of your family tasted absolutely incredible? Shredded, with cucumber, little bit of hoisin sauce, in a crispy pancake. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's find out. So it's a date. My place, 6 p.m. Bring your dad. Don't lose too many of his drips on the way. No paper bag, alright? They lock in the flavor. It mowed down everyone in that poor district last time. No survivors. Every single person got infected, and every single person died. Does this mean there's no hope?
Perhaps there isn't.
So what? The most important things inside us need not rely on hope. Yeah, when was the last time you had to hope that your heart is gonna beat the next fucking seconds? When was the last time you had to hope your heart would stop beating? Probably the last time you looked at me. I don't wake up when I walk away. Classic Romeo and Juliet moment. Don't drink the 6 hours of peace and quiet juice. I hope you don't mean the internal organs. No, your heart on the outside. How do you explain that awooga thumping beneath your blouse otherwise? I think you're getting woodpecked. Probably by Reuben's Woody.
It's good that you still have a sense of humor. Like and subscribe.
Wait a second. Are you all going to stay here and continue the party we organized? I brought such generous helpings of unsalted peanuts, even though I'm starving to death as we speak. And I'm expected to just shuffle off into the corner now? We should at least be able to split up and look for clues. Maybe we should at least look for a dead dog that we can finger puppet so it looks like we're actually the Scooby Gang and we didn't just steal this hippie van from the flower-poweriest victims of insert fucking horror slasher killer here. It's about time we put all the Scooby-Doo characters in Dead by Daylight. I don't want to be hung on a hook anymore. I want to be lynched by Fred's peachy cravat. Fuck it, make him the killer too. Scrappy cannot handle me. Hey, look at this! Little bit of manly ballet out on the town. Oh god, he's French. I think ballet is French. What's the only thing more fucking French than ballet? Snails. And snails that surrender. Snails can't do ballet. They can only do one of the national pastimes. You get the fuck back here, dude. Why are you so much faster than me? I know I'm thirsty, but I do not want to take the time to drink up your slug trail. I really enjoy the way he stopped, like, oh, man, double man, 2 French people. Oh, that's gotta be the whole population, right? Europe isn't that overstuffed yet. Well, not with Europeans. Anyway, I'm just cornering him into this little fucking fence. Sorry, man, there was no doggy door. Hey! Come on, man, there's no doggy door in me either. And it's certainly not fist-shaped. I'm going to wear... just my shoes, actually. My shoes have no durability. If he figures out and he starts stepping on my little piggies, I am doomed. He broke my shoes. I'm sorry I lost my shoes, mommy. I had to give them to a fucking mayonnaise-smeared Frenchman. Alright, you know how it is. They can't get the whiteness on their flag if they run out of emulsified egg waste. Fuck you. I'm pretty good at the combat here, huh? I haven't had to take a life in quite some time. Thank you for your buttons. I can see it winking at me. Whichever doll I manage to repair with this it's gonna be hard to avoid fucking. I gotta be honest, the way that it's already severed body parts before it has come to life is looking at me. Oh god, I see why Geppetto made Pinocchio so much of a grower, shall we say. And a liar. It's a turn on to be treated bad by your own son sometimes. I am so full of regrets. Get me out of here. At least I'm not full of my son's weird nose. You'll never catch me abusing the fucking sniff twig of a twink that shares my blood. I might stick it in the pencil sharpener though, as an experiment. If we're gonna test the limits of the human sensory organs, we might as well do it on something that was probably never given nerves. Gentlemen, I was just passing through, but you're just offering me up the easiest beatdowns in the world. It's okay to commit a murder in broad daylight on the street, as long as you can join in on a cop. If you can get that cop to admit you were his secret tag team partner all along once you get into the courtroom, you have a free pass to be way more brutal than any policeman ever has. Plus, look at these guys as pigment. It's not a hate crime, because this is not a real person. This guy is so addicted to the sunscreen that I think wearing this much sunscreen is a hate crime to the stars and the sky itself. So, I'm gonna be Zeus's next special little goose. I'm gonna make Orion loosen his belt for the first time since the universe was born. Probably because I'm going to make him fat. I'm pretty sure Zeus is gonna make me gag on it till I explode and make foie gras. At which point, pretty sure that's the origin of Greek Thanksgiving. You can thank my incredibly stealthy gag reflex for the invention of yogurt, if you're a fan. I know you are. Man, just on the way to catch my favorite show, where I learn exactly how and when and the Scoville levels of pain of when I die, and I see this little fur-suited and fur-booted fucking gimp out here, all alone. Why is the gimp morale bottoming out, rock bottom? Maybe the gimp morale hit 0 the second that my HP hit 0. We're connected. He's the squeakiest Horcrux in the box.
Just look at what you've grown. Unbelievable. The scale of your personality is staggering.
Aren't you the rat that escaped from the theater?
Yes. A child of old theatrical rags. The inhabitant of all musty places. The performer of a small but memorable role. The thing from below the ground. Can't give you an autograph, I'm short of hands. Enough. This humble stage has objects more remarkable than me.
Fair enough. What are these poles?
See this ulcer? A metastasis in the world's body. It grew because you kept dying, jackass. Your death's a make-believe, but the world, it rots for real. That's how big a character you are, Ripper. Impressive.
Wait, but...
An ulcer, a tumor, an abscess, a boil. How can I make it more clear? And you call yourself a doctor? Or did you think your deaths only concerned you? An actor is inseparable from the audience. They're a manifestation of their expectations. So if you keep suffering, sooner or later, everyone will.
My mistakes hurt the whole world. That's not fair.
More fair than you think. Oh, but please stop fretting. It's just a piece of wood. Or bone. Maybe. Some pranker just stuck it in the ground, that's all.
But you just said...
Look, whenever you find yourself in the theater again, and the stage is empty, know that I must be close. We'll continue our improvisation then. For now, enjoy your freedom and have fun swinging your arms.
I'm gonna continue giving my ass a few swings, actually, because of surgeon's hands. or too valuable a tool. If it's a non-invasive procedure, I hope you don't mind if my arsehole wears the stethoscope. Some call it the Bat Cave because of the way it can echolocate. I'm the one who released the ones from the intro of the original Scooby-Doo, actually. You know how a smoke machine does smoke machine stuff? Yeah, me, except turn me on and out come the flappy mammals. Fleeing for their life.
The outbreak. The theater is officially disbanded.
As well as other conveniences. Running water, access to your own children, who never leave their beloved polyhedron anyway, sewage, friendly smiles on the street, any respect for the institution of marriage, food, etc., etc.
On the order of that big city bachelor, all theatrical costumes are to be handed out to orderlies. You know, protection.
By the way, obeying the orderlies is now mandatory, per current laws.
Is that all?
For now.
The town is doomed. Why bother with any of this?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, please focus on your life aspirations. You have little more than a week now. Make sure your affairs are in order and your best to pursue your dismal dreams.
Woo! Encore! Come on, lads, why didn't you play, you know, that one, the classicest of all tunes? Twinkle, twinkle, little lopsided twink. That's been my ringtone for an awful long time. My wife hates it, especially since it's, only the ringtone for when my twinkliest little twink calls me, and he's the apple of my arse. She's the apple of the biological waste caddy that only gets taken away on every other Wednesday. Just in time for me to get taken by a twink. From the back, every Wednesday. Oh well. Only way we're getting an encore out of these boys is if I literally die, so... Let me go into the settings and immediately turn my human self-preservation instinct off. Just as easy as turning Buzz Lightyear Spanish and a wanker. And let's get our anti-vaxxer on.